Hello and welcome to The Hub, where I take the news and reviews in the week of Doctor Who. And first of all, we're going to do the reviews of this week, and obviously it will be for the first episode of Series 10 that just premiered the other day. Now, I done a non-spoiler review of this first episode, which I said on that video what I'm going to do with this now, is I'm going to do, in every kind of obviously the week when there's going to be a new episode of Doctor Who, I will obviously do a non-spoiler review, and for the Hub I'm going to do a spoiler review. So I am going to just warn right now, this is going to be all-round spoiler of a review. So if you've not seen the first episode of Series 10, go and bloody watch it. Go on, it's a right cracker, it is. So yes, I'm literally going to talk about everything that I loved, also that I didn't like of this episode. So I'm just going to start off and quite say how much I quite liked how it opened quite quiet, and it was quite dialogue heavy, really, the kind of opening of this episode. And Moffat even said that, where by rights you should really kind of start a series, especially a show like Doctor Who, very kind of action, almost adventure kind of style kind of stuff, and he kind of did the opposite kind of way, and I quite liked that. It was a good little chance for Bill and the Doctor to kind of have a nice little chin wag, and I quite like that kind of change of pace of doing such things, especially when, there's no point denying it, a lot of the episode is all very much a chase through time and space, and I quite like that kind of little bit of a change there. I was a little bit gutted that I don't know why, I kind of felt like they were going to do the whole kind of rock Doctor Who theme for this series that we had for the only one episode of the last series. I was like, oh, that would have been maybe nice, but no, they didn't do that, but I was fine with that. And it was interesting, we get little tidbits of Matt Lucas's character, so it looks like he is a cyborg then, because we only had like a mention of the fact that, I think, remember the Doctor kind of said like he repaired his body sort of thing, and, well, not that maybe repaired his body, but repaired him just in general. So I was assuming, I would imagine many others, that, alright, does this kind of mean that, that's actually his body? But obviously not, so that's that small things like that, I guess, was quite interesting of getting that kind of stuff. But overall, I really did enjoy this episode. I thought it was a really strong series opener, I think, especially, it has everything that you need, I think, for a series opener. Well, no, that's not necessarily a series opener, but just in why I think it was quite a great episode, because it had the scares, it had the laughs, it had an okay story, I guess. It had at least a decent pace to it. It had like emotion and had a bit of fun to it, and I think that's what was quite needed for a series opener, especially when you had quite a dark kind of series finale in the previous series. So it was quite nice to get something that was quite just overall quite fun, I think, and other stuff that I liked about this. I'm not gonna lie, I quite liked the Heather. Maybe that was because I think I had a little bit of a crush on her, if I'm honest, as soon as she appeared on screen. But I know some people kind of feel like, and I would actually agree with him. There obviously wasn't actually, when you think about it, much development really between with Heather, more of that. But I don't know. I think there was maybe kind of enough of it, and for me, but overall kind of liked what they were kind of doing with her, and I think Capaldi was great. Some of the stuff, like, I always love the fact that Capaldi can't really run. I always find that like funny, and he's done it like before. I think the best one is in Series 8, the finale, where the Cyberman, and he's like running and he's telling people to go away, and it's like the worst run, but I kind of like that, Exon can also like run and all that, and Tennant was very much known for about running and all that, and Mac, yeah, whatever. But Capaldi just kind of just can't really run whatsoever. And to be fair, he is wearing Doc Martens. I can barely walk in my Doc Martens, let alone run in it. So I can kind of understand his problems, yeah. But I also kind of love the fact of Capaldi's hair. Oh my god, that thing's getting ridiculous now, isn't it? I'm just loving I love the kind of evolution almost of his hair. Series 8 it was like short, to Series 9 where it was like curls, and now it's just all out over the top and a mess, and I kind of like that though, to be honest. I've kind of liked all that, and also really like the TARDIS reveal in this episode. I think it's actually one of the best ways of how they showcased the first shot to the TARDIS to Bill. I thought that was really, really beautifully well done, actually, if I'm honest. I don't want to say it's very rare in this show. It isn't very rare. I think they've gotten a lot better as the years have gone by with their techniques of showing new ways of the TARDIS. And almost actually kind of, to be fair, actually, it's kind of like Rose a little bit, but you already see her reaction before we see the TARDIS, sort of thing. That's a little bit actually kind of similar, where the camera pulls back and you're seeing the TARDIS. But it was the way they did it with the console in the right side of the frame, and I like that kind of stuff. And I'll just quickly, obviously, I want to talk about the big thing, obviously, about this series opener is the new companion of Bill Potts. Now, I'm just going to go out and say that I really enjoyed her. I thought she was really great. I didn't really have a bad thing to say about her, to be honest. I thought she's kind of like almost like what the show was kind of needing for a new companion, just someone that's a bit kind of a little less. Like, I like Clara. I know a lot of folk don't like Clara, but I like Clara. But it's good to have different types of companions. If they're all just going to be the same, then it's just going to be a bit boring. You know, it's just the same as the Doctors as well. You want a bit of kind of a bit of difference, really. I think personally, and I think that's what's great about the show, really. But no, I really liked Bill, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with this series. I think it was a great way to start the series, and especially what we're going to get pretty soon. And the coming soon trailer looked quite good as well. There's no point denying, we'll talk about obviously the big thing about that said trailer was obviously the fact that the Master was wee quick shots. So that obviously was the big thing that Moffat was trying to tell people to be wary of. But yeah, it looks great. All that stuff looks great. And also another thing about the episode I liked was I thought it was so sweet. That bit where, you know, Bill says to the Doctors, like, "Oh, I don't have really pictures of my mother." So he goes back in time and he takes photos, and I think that's just great. Really, that's just a good example of the emotion this show can do, stuff like that. And I really always really appreciate when they go that kind of route, and I very much like that, really. But yeah, I think overall, I think it was a really strong way to opening this last series as well for Moffat and Capaldi. So yeah, I think it was a good way, and very much looking forward to the rest of the series. So on to the next little segment, on to the rumours. Now, this just came out the other day, and I did really want to talk about it, but I wanted to do it into this, the hub for it. But the fact of the Christmas special is being rumoured that David Bradley will return as the first Doctor. Obviously return by rights from the Adventure in Time and Space that he made, not actually yet appearing on the show. And if this is true, I've got two sides about it. If it's true, A, I think it would be great to see them two together. I think they would be really quite good. B, I think, this is like Capaldi's last. Is this not going to kind of overshadow the fact that this is his regeneration story a little bit when you've got other Doctors in it? I don't know, but if it is true, I think it would be great, really. Overall, I think I would rather more enjoy it, especially, I think those two would really quite, kind of get on quite well. All we need is Eccleston and Christ, and it'll be a right dark story, that one, wouldn't it? But yeah, overall, I think if it's true, what also was quite interesting in the actual thing was saying that apparently that Bill would actually be going at the end of Series 10, not in the Christmas special, which sounds actually kind of interesting if that is true. Whether it is true, I don't know, but I quite like the idea of this. I think it would be quite interesting. So yeah, what do you guys think? What did you guys think of the actual episode premiere of the pilot? Did you enjoy it? Did you hear it? I would love to know what you think. What else did you think of the fact that David Bradley could be coming back? As the first Doctor, do you guys like that idea? Do you hate that idea? I would love to know what you think. Post some questions as well if you'd like to be answered. That would be quite fun, I guess. So yeah, more videos in the future. So until then, see you later.